My name is Megan Jones, and today I'm going to discuss Rupp Arena, which everyone knows is the home to the Kentucky men's Wildcat basketball team. The Wildcats of Kentucky have always been known as one of the best traditions in college basketball. You can literally ask anyone. University of Kentucky basketball is like the Ruth Chris of steakhouses. None can compare. According to the official website of Rupp Arena, it states, named for legendary college basketball coach Adolph Rupp, the arena opened its doors in 1976. It is one of the largest indoor arenas that was made just for basketball with a capacity of over 23,000. So as you can tell, not many can compare. The city of Lexington, which has been home to Rupp for the last 40 years, has thrived in many ways because of this famous place. So much so that anyone who has ever been to the city mainly comes for the unique history of horse racing or a UK basketball game. So this is what sparked my interest in this topic and made me question a few things, which include what makes this arena such a tradition to Lexington. Of course, the basketball games, but what else is this place known for? I also asked the questions along the lines of what is the importance of Rupp Arena? What makes it so special to the city of Lexington? And how does Rupp Arena compare to other arenas around the world? So this is how I decided to start my research. I decided to get interviews from students around campus to compare what I thought about Rupp to their idea of it. And turns out it was about the same. I chose the people to interview based on one thing, what they were wearing. I know, judgmental, but I did this by if they were wearing University of Kentucky basketball clothing or not. Overall, I got a total of 8 students interviews, but 6 answers were like, oh, I don't know, and why are you asking me this stuff? So I actually just got 2 students who were worth the time. In the first interview, I came across a boy named Stone Passmore. He was a very interesting kid because he seemed to know a lot about Rupp and Lexington as a whole and was very confident in his answers. In his interview, I asked 3 questions, and here's what I discovered. I first started with the question of, what is the importance of Rupp Arena? And his answer was, Rupp Arena is where one of the greatest men's college basketball teams play their home games. I know, kind of short, but the next question is where I started to get a little bit of something out of him. The next question was, what makes it so special to the city of Lexington? His answer was, Lexington's known for 4 things. Bourbon, horse races, basketball, and fried chicken, of course. UK basketball is just one of those special things that everyone knows about. You haven't lived yet if you've never been to a home game. I stopped and thought about this for a moment and kind of laughed to myself, but he actually is right. And so that's what led me to my third question was, how does Rupp Arena compare to one of the other arenas around the world? And his answer was simple. He said it doesn't compare. It's one of a kind. So as you can see, this was a pretty good and amusing interview. Stone was very confident in his answers, and you could tell a die-hard UK basketball fan. And then it kind of clicked. I discovered that the answer to all my questions I asked the boy in the interview, it was simple. All of what makes Rupp Arena are the fans, crazy die-hard UK basketball Wildcat fans who can't get enough of the city and the team. This is what creates the tradition of UK basketball and what makes it so special to Lexington compared to any other arenas around the world. It's because there's no other place like Rupp, and Stone said it himself. There's no other place like Lexington either, with such tradition and history behind it. According to the arena's website, each year more than 40. According to the arena's website, each year more than 400,000 fiercely loyal UK Wildcat fans, otherwise known as the Big Blue Nation, or BBN, gathers together at Rupp Arena to cheer on their beloved Cats in hopes of hanging yet another championship banner. It is an experience like none other in college basketball, and a Wildcats home game at Rupp Arena is undeniably the hottest ticket in the Commonwealth. And if me just reading that didn't give you chills, I don't know what will. Because as you can see, it is an experience like none other. One reason that it intrigues me mainly is because I've never been, actually. I know it's shocking that I've lived 2 hours away my whole entire life and haven't been to a single UK basketball game. But it's something I want even more after really looking into Rupp and how special the place actually is. Plus, going to college here gives me another reason I have to go, because what student hasn't been to a home basketball game at Rupp? Exactly, not many, so I can't deal with this guilt any much longer. So after all my research and interviews, I still have a few unanswered questions that my research has led me to. Next time, I'd like to dive into more about Adolph Rupp as a person. Was he liked? Was he disliked? And just because of the fact that I've heard several rumors and have read things during my research that I wasn't too sure about. But overall, I think I've made a pretty good explanation on why Rep Arena isn't that the best in the world.